I'm going to teach you how to take the power steering pulley and pump off of your B5S4 Audi motor, the 2.7. So the pump is up in the top of the motor here, like where the intake manifold is, between head number 1 and head number 2. This is the pulley. So the pulley has 3 bolts on it here. You see the 3 holes. So those 3 holes are actually Allens. I put them back in so you can see what they look like. And they're these 3 Allens right here. And they come off of this piece. So the pulley would move on this piece to turn to actually pump the hydraulic fluid so that you can get power steering. So I took this number 6, which is 6mm, and I put it on a gun, which is this one. And I zipped them off. 1, 2, 3. And I pulled them out. You see where the 3 are right here? And then you can take the power steering pulley off. So your serpentine belt goes in here. You see the ridges on it? That's where your serpentine belt goes so it won't pop off. You have to remove this pulley so that you can get down in here, because some of these bolts, like this one, and some of these down under, are behind the pulley, and you'll never be able to get one of these Allens inside here. So all of these are 6s. I took all of this off to change the power steering pump here. There is one banjo bolt here also. You have to undo this banjo bolt and pull this off. And there's a, don't drop the gasket. See the little space right here? And right here, that's a crushed gasket. You're supposed to use a new one every time you do this, and they're pretty cheap. I would do it just so it doesn't leak. But I've been doing this for so long that if I take this off and they haven't actually been crushed in, then I would use it over. But I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you that every time you do this, you should use a new gasket. So once we use the 6s to get the pulley off, this is I think this is an aluminum pulley for Audi. This is factory, as you can see here. And sometimes these pulleys are plastic, they break, or they get so old that they crack, and the belt will slip off. You have to change these, but Audi did a good thing and made this out of a lightweight aluminum, so it doesn't put any stress on your motor by turning the serpentine belt, and this will last forever unless you damage it somehow. Now the pump here is in a bracket, and there's a bolt right here, and there's one right here. So I took those out, and there's one right here. So can you see this bottom one? And then the pump will come out with the bracket itself. So there's a pump and the bracket, but then you have to unbolt the pump from the bracket. So I took this bolt out, which is right here. This is also a 6. And this one, so see this one takes the bracket out and this one takes the pump out. And then this will loosen just the pump itself out of the bracket. So that pump lays down in this piece of metal, which is a bracket, and this bolts onto the motor. See right here where it bolts in? See how it lines up right here? So the pump bolts into the bracket here, here, and here. So 1, 2, 3. The bottom one. Don't look at this top one. That's what holds the pump in. It's this bottom one right here. Now they're all 6mm Allen heads, which is this tool right here. This is a 6mm Allen. I think these are all OEM, but if someone has changed this in yours, they might have put regular screw heads, so it could be a 13, 14, whatever, but OEM calls for an Allen. So we got the pulley off, we have the pump off, and we separated the pump from the bracket. So now all we have to do is get this bolt out, and then you take this pump and you can buy a new pump, and then take the banjo bolt, put it into the new pump, put the pump into the new pump into the bracket, and then bolt the bracket back onto the engine, and power steering will work. So this is how you change the power steering, pump, and pulley on an Audi 2.7 B5 S4. I forgot to tell you that you have to also take a 17 right here, put a 17 on here and push forward, and this pulley will go down and release the serpentine belt. This pulley is on the serpentine belt. You have to take the belt off the vehicle because it's under tension to be able to get this off to get under here. So thanks for coming to Disturbing Kreationz. I know this is a quick class. While I tear this motor apart, as I take each piece apart, I want to teach you how to replace each individual piece because you might only need to do this. I'm tearing everything apart, but if I'm tearing everything apart, why not give some information and educate people on how to do this themselves so that they can do it. So thanks for coming. Give me a like, subscribe. We're making videos all the time. We're tearing this motor down completely. I'm gonna teach you how to rebuild this motor all the way up, and then we're putting it in this Porsche road here. Excuse me. And we're gonna be beating everybody. So subscribe, hit notifications all so you can see all my videos every day. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it so much. I love teaching. It just makes me feel good. It gives me something to do since I'm a retired vet, and I love doing this. So God bless y'all, and thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace out.